Please, for the last time, stop.
Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. We're headed to Beavercreek Township, that's in Ohio, home to a local raceway, but today isn't going to be your average day at the track. What started out as a couple's argument over a wristband turned into screaming in the pits, claims of assault, and full-on arrest that ended in a courtroom conviction. This one has it all: public disorder, alleged stitches, and a reminder that the law doesn't take a day off just because you're at an event. So with that, let's jump in.
Someone just flagged me down. I see her. Hello. Hi. Put it down. Get rid of it. Put it all down. You have anything on you?
No, ma'am.
What just happened?
I walked in behind my boyfriend.
Step over there. What happened? You is this your vehicle?
No, it's his.
Alright, turn around for me. Let me check you out real quick. You have any weapons on you?
No, ma'am. I just drove 2 hours away and he's mad so he won't give me my ticket.
Alright, what's your name?
Georgia.
So what happened? Georgia.
My boyfriend's mad. It's hot. I'm sorry. It's hot. And my boyfriend won't give me my ticket.
Ticket for what? To
The
get
show.
in there?
So
Did you assault someone in there?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You sure?
Yeah, I was just yelling and then they tried to drag me out when I was walking out. They told me to leave.
Why were they dragging you out? Were you telling them you're not going to leave?
No, I told them I was leaving. I was on my way to the car, as you could just see.
Yeah, but what's your cell phone number?
I don't know by heart. I
Okay.
just got a new number.
Is Georgia spelled Georgia?
Yeah.
314.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Name
please.
and date of birth. Hold right here. Stay.
I'm just getting my stuff out the grass.
All right, just right over there.
Please don't be like that.
No, just stay right there.
I need that
Georgia. Georgia. Affirm. Hi.
How are you?
Good.
They put their hands on me when they told me to leave, and I started walking to the car.
Well, if they're telling you to leave their establishment, they
I
can't
did. I
put hands
started
if you're
running
not
and they
walking
put their-
away.
I did. I ran out to the door, and they put their hands on me.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you did. You guys grabbed me. And there were a bunch of you, and 2 of you put your hands on me.
I asked you to leave,
And I started
assaulted
going to
me.
the door. I ran out. I left. I left.
and we followed you out.
And you
nobody
touched me.
Nobody touched
You
me.
tried grabbing me.
All right, just calm it down. Take deep breaths for a minute.
I told them I was leaving.
You're clear. Can you add it to the call, please? All right, I'm gonna have you step over here so we can get out of so I can talk.
Okay.
All right. So what happened?
So I'm the event organizer. First of all, my name's Dan.
Okay.
We were hosting a drivers' meeting in the grandstands up there. Heard commotion coming from the pit area, so we rushed down there. Her and her boyfriend were arguing. We separated them.
Okay. Nothing physical, just verbal.
Nobody touched them.
They separated us when he had my ticket, and that's what I was
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I'm just making it make sense.
I'm trying to hear one side. I'm gonna hear the other side. Hold on a second.
They were arguing.
I don't know if you understand what rude is. Go ahead.
we were, they were arguing. We separated them, asked them to calm down. I told them that they need to leave. We can't have this going on here.
Okay.
That's when she swung and hit me. I'm not hurt. I'm not injured, but
Right.
she did hit
Where
me.
she hit you?
Yes.
No, where she hit you?
Shoulder, arm.
Okay.
She just kind of swung both arms and hit me in the shoulder and arm.
Grabbed me on my way out.
Okay.
Right after that happened, she started walking
Can you
away.
secure her for me?
There's no reason for them to secure me.
Right after that happened, she started walking away.
Put her in the cuffs.
They can't put.
She gotta go in the
You
cruiser.
can't put me in cuffs. There's no reason. Actually, there's not.
Go ahead.
After that happened, she started walking away. Sean here started following her.
No,
She assaulted
I did
them,
not.
so
I did not put my
let's
hands
secure
on
her for
him.
right now.
I did not put my hands on him.
To secure you, okay?
Stop!
You're not listening.
Stop!
You're not listening.
Get her!
If you
Tyler! Tyler! Stop! Get this bitch off me! Please get her! Please get her! Please! Bitch!
for the last time, stop. Hands back.
I can't! I can't! Ow! 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 Ow!
Her hands are
Ow! 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 You're being a bitch for no reason. Ow, I have stickers. Ow. Just stop.
314, we just fought one. We have her on the ground. She's secured in cuffs.
314, I can copy your traffic.
We have one secured. We were fighting her. She's going to be in the cruiser.
I didn't fight anybody. You didn't have a...
All right, let's get in the car.
Put handcuffs on me.
You don't listen.
Trying. I was listening. Stop. I need to talk to you, officer. Please talk to me. Will you please talk to me, sir? Because they're being unfair. This woman right here.
Okay, just have a seat.
I'm listening. I'm complying.
I don't know whose this is.
It's hers.
All right, let's start it over.
Okay, so after she assaulted me, I asked her to leave. She started to walk away. She's still screaming and yelling. He followed her to make sure that she was actually leaving. Before he even got to her, I made it very clear, do not touch her. Do not put your hands on her. You're not an officer. You cannot touch her. We followed her out. None of my staff touched her. If anybody touched her, it was her boyfriend, and that happened before we saw anything.
Okay.
So after I was assaulted by her and she was told to exit, we simply followed her out. Nobody touched her.
Okay.
I have 20 witnesses to that. Like that.
How did
nobody
she
touched
assault
her.
you?
She
punched him. She struck at him.
Yeah, she was. I told her that she had to leave. I can't have this confrontation in my event. Like we're just getting started here.
Where did she come from?
They.
This is the car she rode in with her boyfriend. Where's the boyfriend?
He went back into the pits.
If someone can get him,
Yeah.
and can we get all the witnesses? We need to get statements.
Yeah, here is a witness. Tanner, do you copy?
What happened? Me and my boyfriend came in this event. We were yelling and fighting, so he went in without my ticket, and I went in behind him to ask him to grab my ticket. We were yelling and fighting. They asked us both to leave. Tyler didn't go. I ran into the car, and he tried grabbing me when I was running out.
So they were arguing the whole time up there?
So,
like for what?
According to the boyfriend, as I was coming out here, I stopped in to ask him what was going on and what happened. According to him, they were arguing on the way here. He told her to just wait in the car. He didn't want to deal with this morning. He went in, got his wristband, and started headed in. And that's when she got upset, chased him down. He wouldn't pay for her wristband to get in because they were already arguing, and he was upset, and he wanted her to wait out here. That's when she ran past our gate without getting the wristband, screaming and yelling at him.
And these handcuffs, I have stitches. Can you please fix them? I'm begging you, please. She just, that woman over there, the black one, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be racist, but she just manhandled the out of me when she didn't need to. She told them to retain me when I was listening. I was standing beside the cop car. I didn't do it.
You for any reason.
Why are you being a dick? Why are you being a dick?
What is your boyfriend's last name?
I was being compliant, but they're treating me like shit.
What is your boyfriend's last name?
They're sending me into a panic attack.
And that's
So she entered without a pass.
she entered without paying for entry, yes.
Gotcha.
And that means they didn't sign a liability waiver to get in, so that's where we step in, right?
Yeah.
And then once she got in, we're doing our driver's meeting. I hear screaming and yelling down from down in the pits. So all of our staff starts running down to her. I was the first one to get there. Asked them to separate, just go their separate ways for now. I can't have them next to each other.
Okay.
And that's when she assaulted me.
Did you witness anything?
No, I just witnessed her kind of putting her hands on me.
That's what we need, statements
Would you
from
like to
everyone.
write it?
Yeah.
You want to write it all out?
Just write what you're saying.
Yeah, just the
And then I'll have
basics.
you write a statement as well.
You gotta relax. Just try to relax for a minute.
What is your boyfriend's date of birth?
I don't know.
What is his telephone number?
I don't know. Please just talk to me for a minute. Please.
What you want to talk about?
I'm just trying to stay calm. I just asked her if she could fix these handcuffs. I have stitches.
Okay, where's your stitches at?
Right where the handcuffs are. I mean it. Please, no. Please just help.
Well, listen. You gotta listen for a
I'm
minute.
trying.
Okay.
They're treating me like
So what?
I was being compliant.
Okay. So, do you know why we're called out here?
Because me and my boyfriend were fighting.
Okay, and then you were asked to leave.
And I was leaving to the car and the man grabbed me.
What man?
That one in the gray shirt.
So he grabbed you?
Yes, after he told me to leave, I started running to the car. Tyler was leaving. Well, Tyler wasn't leaving. He's in there somewhere.
Okay.
But I started running to the car because we're parked out here and he tried grabbing me.
Where's Tyler's car at?
Right there.
Where at?
Right there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
My stitches are going numb.
Okay, hang on just a second. Hang on a second, okay? Hang on.
I'm trying really
Okay.
hard. I am working.
Hang on.
It's just I can't deal with a lot.
Okay, hang on just a second.
You guys, did you witness anything?
Yeah, I was the front gate lady. That's what I do for the company.
I guess she's got some stitches.
Yeah, medic's coming.
Stop pay, sign our waiver.
Most mad self because she can listen.
Yeah.
And then she was just
Simple request, just stay there. Be quiet. Stop talking. Keep talking. Keep arguing. And she started pulling away, so we put her down.
So apparently her boyfriend is still here somewhere.
Yeah, they're gonna go get him.
Are they?
Yeah, this is the car they were in, so let me run it.
Want me to run it?
and then a bunch of staff by then heard it and all helped me like converge and stuff. And then my husband Dan, who runs the event, asked her. Yes, that one. Yeah, that's my husband. Yeah, we were on the bench together.
She was yelling at them.
Asked her, "You need to leave. This needs to end. You need to leave." And then she put hands on him. She hit him.
I guess they were.
What happened here?
Yeah, boyfriend was upset and punched the window. Which he is on his way out here now. My staff member just picked him up.
Okay.
I didn't see that happen, but as I was headed out here, as you guys were pulling in, I asked him what was going on, and that's when he told me that he punched the window upset. I'd probably have a broken hand if I punched the window like that.
Yeah.
Do you mind writing a statement for
I
us?
do not mind, ma'am.
You want to write a statement too?
She's getting me one right now.
She has a staff right here. Hey, Bowers, you have the statement.
Oh.
Fix your cuffs.
The jerk.
Why do I have to face this way for her to fix my cuffs? She's yanking on me. It hurts.
Okay. Because.
It hurts. She's not being gentle. Ow! It hurts. I have stitches, dude.
Listen, if it hurts already, so you gotta. She's trying to fix them. We have a medic coming out to check you out, okay? But in the meantime, did your boyfriend assault you at all?
No.
Okay. What happened to the back window?
It's been broke like that.
Since when? He broke it when he got out here?
Ow! You're fine. She's literally grabbing in this. Ow!
Did you see anything?
Please,
Yeah,
please,
I
sir,
saw a
please.
portion of it.
Please.
I believe that.
Please. Please. Please.
Can I get a pen, please?
Put your hand behind
Quit grabbing my cut.
Stop fighting.
Bitch, I swear to God.
Face that way.
Ow! 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 Hurry the up! Ow! They're grabbing my stitches, Tyler! Quit pushing on me! I'm not leaving! Get your hands off me!
Kick me and you're going to get
I'm not, but get your hands off of
You're
me!
going to get another charge.
I didn't kick you!
How you doing, Jim Beagle? So what's going on?
She tried to freaking dig her nails into me.
She did? What happened?
We're gonna do this. We wake up, she's already started some of the bullshit. I was picking up the trash. I was like, I'm throwing this trash away. And she was doing whatever. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I'll be back in a little bit. Calm the down. So I go ride the skateboard in there to go look around at the cars. I was like, I'll be back in a little bit. She comes in here rolling and yelling and ripping on my shirt. I'm like walking away. I was like, go back to the car. It'll be fine. I'll be there in a little bit. And then I don't know. I'm just walking away. And then all these people show up and they deal with her. And then they're like, you
So
go
tell me
calm
the
down.
part that happened when they came on scene. What happened?
I was gone. I was literally
Oh,
on
you
my
just walked
I was
away?
on the skateboard and one of them's like, they came up to they were dealing with her. I was riding away. They came up to me afterwards and they're like, what's going on? I was like, she's starting some bullshit. I'm not dealing with it. I'm walking away if that's fine. And he's like, okay, go cool down and we'll find you when we need you. And then I came back here to get a shirt because she ripped it. And then I was riding that way and they come up on and like they didn't literally say anything. So I was like, oh, okay, they'll find me
So she
later.
was physical with you.
She just ripped my shirt. I don't know what happened between them because I was like, I'm not dealing with it. That's between you and them. I was like, I try to calm you down. I'm not dealing with it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to leave. And then I think it was him in the gray shirt. He's like, go calm down, go do that. We'll find you later. And then I was just walking around and then the guy in the blue just got me. So
Okay.
I
Do
don't
you have
know
your
what
driver's license on you?
Yeah.
So what happened right here with the broken glass?
Oh, that was me being pissed the off on her because I was like, calm the down. I'm going to get mad. I was like, sit in the car and wait. I just busted it with the skateboard.
Okay. Any injuries to her? You guys fighting or anything
I
besides
wasn't
up
fighting.
there
I was
arguing?
walking away. That was from last night. We were at storage and jumped the fence and it ripped her arm open and we had to go to the hospital. And she's like, can we still go to the event? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And we wake up and she's already starting on this bullshit. I was like, I'm already here. I don't give a what you do. I'm going in. I was like, you can figure it out yourself.
You have a Band-Aid? She got some blood.
She got blood on you?
Yeah, she ripped skin. Done with her. Yeah, I will.
Please, Tyler, please. Tyler, please. Tyler, please.
Is this like common for you guys to fight like this, argue and all that?
Not a lot. I mean, it's been more common like recently, but she usually gets better on it because like she usually is like, oh, gets afraid about it and then calms down. But this time she didn't do it. I was like, I don't give a f anymore. Do your own shit.
Okay.
So figure it out.
Okay.
And then she literally didn't listen to any of them. All they were saying is like, go to the car and calm down. It'll be fine.
So she wasn't physical to you?
I mean, she just ripped my shirt.
All right, but she didn't
No.
threaten to hurt you and
No. I mean, I
try to
don't know.
fight
Maybe
you.
she
She
did when
just
she
tried to
was
grab
yelling,
your
but
clothes.
I was just walking away because I don't.
Why do you think she was grabbing onto you? What is it that she wanted?
Me to come back and deal with this shit when literally it was literally nothing in the morning with just her starting bullshit. I was like, we're going in, just do whatever. And then she freaks out and I was like, I'll be back later once you calm down. And she's like, oh, don't leave me. And I was like, the car's right there. You can sit there and wait. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here all day.
Okay. Can you watch him for a second? 314 over there.
She looked up, there was something like this last night that happened. She did the same and then she was all good. And she's like, can we still go? My day's been and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And she starts this bullshit literally like right when we wake up. And I was like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm already out here. You can figure your shit out.
Where'd she grab you at? Oh, is this shirt from her being ripped on this back here?
No, that was me breaking it myself with the skateboard before I left.
No, I mean, you got a rip
Oh,
in your
no,
shirt
this is an old, no, the other shirt's on the trunk. This is an old work shirt. That was ripped when I was under the,
So when she grabbed you, she grabbed from the front or the back? I was just trying to see if you had any injuries on you at all. Like scratches or anything.
Do you feel like she was trying to assault you because you didn't give her a ticket?
I didn't give her, I told her I'd be like, wait in the car, calm down, I'll be back. And she just ran in past them and they're like, ma'am, you need to wait. And then she just kept running in. Nah, it's just the back of the shirt.
Okay.
And then at that point, she just completely spun around, definitely six reps. Whoop, down. And we were all right there.
Do you have any weapons or anything in this vehicle? Besides
not that I know, but I don't know what you consider weapons. There's just a bunch of car parts and there's probably pocket knives and screwdrivers in there, but I honestly don't even know what's in here anymore.
But no firearms?
Nah, there's no gun or anything.
What do you do?
Auto mechanic.
Okay. So are you guys like just traveling down here just to come to this
Yeah,
event?
we were coming to the event and then my other friend was up here that actually wanted some of these parts that I brought up, and then mainly we just came to watch the event. We were supposed to go up here last night, but when we were at storage, she cut her arm open on the fence, and then we had to go to the hospital and then get out here in time, and then we came up late last night.
And you said she cut her arm. How? What was she doing?
Jumping a fence at storage. We went out for a drive, we came back, and someone locked our door, and like I didn't have the keys there, my other pants at home.
What storage?
Off Oakland Park.
Okay.
So we jumped the fence, and then she jumped over, and then when she came down, I just saw blood, and it was like the whole arm was up, so we had to go to the hospital.
Okay.
And then she still wanted to come out here, and I was like, that's okay. She was all calmed down and everything then. And then she just started it this morning. I was like, what the f?
Okay.
I don't know. She does this sometimes. Like in like 10 minutes, she'll probably like be fine.
How long you guys been together?
We're not even together. We've just been like on like Where by storage is another one of the people that used to bike. I sold him parts and they were dating. This was like 5-6 years ago. And then she was with one of my other friends. And then we've just kind of been like friends and like probably like 2-3 years, but like I've known her for like 6 when they were like younger, since they lived down the street from storage and stuff.
What else do you need me to do?
I will be on grid in about a minute. I'll be ready for cars.
Lobster tail, some mashed potatoes.
Did you want charges?
I mean, you're
Did
taking
you
her
guys-
to jail no matter what, right?
I mean, assault, yeah, but we want to know if you wanted charges
I
against
don't
her.
need to press charges on her now. I don't need to make it work.
Tyler!
Okay, Miss George, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used
Tyler,
against
don't
you
leave
in
me!
a court of law.
Tyler,
You have
I'm
the right to
scared!
talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being
Tyler,
questioned.
please!
If you
Tyler,
cannot
they're
afford to
arresting
hire a
me,
lawyer,
please!
one will be appointed to represent
Tyler!
you before any questioning if you wish.
Tyler, please don't leave
If
me!
you decide at any time to expose or exercise, these
Tyler,
rights
they're arresting
and not
me,
answer any
please!
questions or make any statements, do you understand each
Tyler,
of these
please
rights
don't!
I have explained to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Tyler, please!
Noted.
They're arresting me, please!
I need to buckle her up, so I'm gonna come
Tyler!
around.
All right, now let's break down the laws at play here. Remember, this is in Ohio. First, we have resisting arrest. This is found at the Ohio Revised Code, section 2921.33. This is a second-degree misdemeanor. It says that it's illegal to recklessly or forcefully resist or interfere with a lawful arrest. It doesn't require a full-on fight. That's something to keep in mind. Pulling away, tensing up, or refusing commands all qualify. Georgia's refusal to cooperate, especially while being placed in handcuffs, and her repeated physical resistance matches this statute. Moving on to our next charge, we have disorderly conduct. This is found at the Ohio Revised Code, section 2917.11. Now, this is a fourth-degree misdemeanor. Disorderly conduct is defined as recklessly causing an inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm by engaging in fighting, threatening behavior, or making unreasonable noise while in public. Here we had Georgia's screaming, yelling, and disruptive presence at a public event. All that could qualify. However, this charge was ultimately dismissed, and that's likely due to the assault claim not being pursued. It's also important to consider that though this was a public event that was happening, it was being put on by a private company, okay? So, or let's reverse that. Even though this was a private event happening at a public location, all right? Private spaces have a right to remove patrons for violating their rules. Georgia's entry without a wristband after being told not to enter gave the organizers a legal basis to ask her to leave and to call the police when she refused to do so. All right. So today we only have two we're talking about, just disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. So with that, let's move into our evidentiary standards because they are always at play as long as there's going to be someone being charged. So now let's break down the 6 levels of evidence to see how this case moved from the pits to probation. First, you have mere suspicion. Now, this is a gut feeling that doesn't have any concrete proof to support any action by the government or the police. Here, when the officer is first flagged down, she has mere suspicion. Someone flagged her down, but there's no facts just yet. Moving up a level to reasonable suspicion. Now, this is when the government or the police have articulable facts to believe that criminal activity is occurring. Here, when the security says that she assaulted them and she clearly is agitated, the officer has reason to investigate further. And that's what happens at this stage. The officer can stop a person and they can further investigate to see if there is, in fact, criminal activity happening. Moving up one more level, we have probable cause. This is when the government has enough facts to make an arrest or to go seek out an arrest warrant or a search warrant. Multiple witnesses here claim that this woman struck someone, that she entered without a pass, and that she resisted when officers tried to detain her. That creates probable cause for both resisting arrest and disorderly conduct. Moving up another level to preponderance of the evidence. This means more likely than not, someone's claim is true. This takes about 51% of the evidence in your favor to win this type of case. This usually is a standard used in civil cases where people are suing each other for money. Now, here it's likely that this level guided the dismissal of the disorderly conduct charge. And once that charge went away, there still was that resisting arrest charge that remained. Moving up one more level to clear and convincing evidence. Now, this is in between to the preponderance of the evidence and beyond a reasonable doubt. So beyond a reasonable doubt is the highest level. All right, preponderance is the civil standard. This level means highly probable and persuasive. It takes about 75% of the evidence in your favor to win this type of case. Now, as I pointed out, this is squarely between what usually happens in a civil suit and a criminal lawsuit. So this is going to be used a little bit in both. You use this standard when you have a case that's going to require more evidence than usual. Cases like family law cases where you're fighting over child custody, when you're at a administrative termination hearing for a professional license, or when you're trying to bring a certain defense in a criminal case. You have to meet this standard in order to shift the burden back to the state to bring their case. All right, here, the physical resistance of Georgia that was caught on camera and eyewitness statements likely meet this standard when they are going to assess her probation terms. All right, moving up one more level, and this is the last level. This is beyond a reasonable doubt. All right, this is the level required for every criminal case and every criminal conviction. This standard means there's no other reasonable alternative besides the guilt of the defendant. Here, since the woman's case didn't go to trial, this level was not tested in court. Instead, she pled guilty to the lesser resisting arrest charge. Now that avoids the need to prove the original charge beyond a reasonable doubt. But I think there's enough information here to meet the burden for the resisting arrest charge. All right, next let's move into the jury perspective if this case went to a jury trial. Imagine if you were on this jury. Let me ask you a few questions. First, would you believe Georgia's claim that she was just leaving? Or does it seem more plausible the event staff's version that Georgia struck the organizer, she screamed, and refused to leave? Which one seems more credible? Next, does the fact that her boyfriend declined to press charges change your opinion? Remember, she ripped his shirt off of him, Hulk Hogan style. Finally, how does her physical resistance and emotional distress affect your assessment of her mental culpability? How would you vote on this one? Guilty or not guilty? I guess before we move on, let's talk about intuition quickly. For officers here, the commotion at the raceway triggered intuition. For Georgia, it seemed that she was suffering from some overwhelming emotions, and she was possibly ignoring her own intuition about the situation that was getting out of control. It looks like, from a distance, as a bystander, that Georgia had several opportunities to de-escalate the situation herself, but her emotions got the better of her. All right, in closing, what can we learn from this event? First, private events can remove you, and resisting that removal can quickly become a criminal matter. Second, you don't have to fight to be charged with resisting. Pulling away, refusing to be cuffed, or yelling while being detained is enough. 3, even if no one presses charges, the state can still prosecute based on public disruption and officer interaction. Finally, 4, your actions on camera, even if emotional or reactive, will be weighed carefully when sentencing comes into play. Georgia was sentenced to 90 days, suspended jail time, she was put on 2 years of probation, and she was fined $777 in fines. So, a loud moment at the racetrack turned into a lasting consequence in court. Remember, like, subscribe, and share the video. This is Advocacy Alchemy, and I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a good day. Be safe out there.
Please subscribe to Advocacy Alchemy for more lectures from Professor Ross.